Welcome back, my credit fiends. Today we're going to be going over all the Chase cards, all of the Chase personal credit cards today. We're going to be going down the whole list. And if you guys still don't have your 6 figures in credit, or at least somewhere close to that, get with me so I can help you. So go ahead and go down below and hit that DM link. It'll go straight to my Instagram DM, or you can hit me up on Twitter. It's the same handle, or TikTok too, because I just started a little TikTok, but it's pretty much everything is leading back to this main YouTube. So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are going to be going through all the Chase cards. Let's get right into this video. First off, what you're going to want to do is go to their page, obviously, their website, chase.com, and you're going to click on credit cards, personal credit cards. Now, the first one they're going to hit you with is this Chase Freedom Unlimited credit card. You are going to get $200 after you spend $500 in purchases in 3 months. So that is literally less than $200 a month that you have to spend to get this free $200. That's super easy. I mean, most people can, like I always say, most people can do that with just groceries in the first month with $500. You get 1.5% cash back on everything. It's unlimited. And you will get 3% on dining and drugstores like CVS and Walgreens, things like that, and 5% on travel purchases purchased through them. You get 0% APR for 15 months, so that's saving you even more money. So not only are you getting that $200, but you're getting 0% interest for 15 months. That's a little over a year that's saving you on interest. Now, the average credit card interest is probably what, 25-28%, therefore saving you a lot of interest throughout the whole year. You're not paying anything. The balance transfer fee is going to apply, but it's normally around 3% or 5%. It just really depends. We can click this little plus and it'll tell you exactly what the balance transfer is going to be. So you can see balance transfers over here on the left. It says intro fee of either $5 or 3%. And then that's only within 60 days of account opening, which is actually pretty cool. I like that they're doing that because it has a sense of urgency, which you should have too, because you're saving interest. But not only that, you have the option to pay only 3% within that 15 months. Then after the 60 days, then it'll go to $5 minimum or 5%, whichever one is greater. That's normally how it is, 5% whenever you do a balance transfer. Now, Navy Federal does have that cash rewards card where there's no balance transfer fees. So go ahead and check out that every Navy Federal credit card video. Now, if we go back out of there, we can see the next card is the Chase Freedom Flex credit card. You get $200 when you spend $500 in purchases within the 3 months of opening, which is the same pretty much as this card. However, you earn cash back for every purchase. You can earn 5% on cash back up to $1,500 on combined purchases in bonus categories each quarter. Now, you also get 5% cash back on travel purchase through them, of course, 3% on dining, drugstores, and 1% on all other purchases. We need to know exactly what that is, so we need to see details on that. And let's see if they tell you what the categories are. 5% cashback calendar. All right, so this one is going to be similar to that Discover card as I'm seeing. The 5% that you get right now, January through March, would be grocery stores, obviously not Walmart or Target like I always tell you guys. You get it through Norwegian Cruise Line, which I do think that USAA has partnerships with them, so you can get discounts through the cruise lines with USAA. And then fitness club gym memberships. Okay, so this is similar to what we was talking about before. And we also talked about how you can get the spa services and things like that, how you can get that in the last video. You can get percentages off on that as well. April through June and the rest of the year, they're not exactly telling you, so they're not gonna let you just think you're about to go and get another card until you can get what you want through them. But this goes back to say that, you know, this looks very similar to the Discover one, because Discover had grocery stores right now going for 5%. Or no, they had restaurants. All right, so that means that you could switch it up between here. So at some point they're gonna have restaurants 5% back on here, which maybe it might be the next quarter. So then you can use your Discover card right now for the restaurants 5% back. and then you can use this one whenever they allow you to do that, if they do. Hopefully they do let you do that. Continuing on this card, we have 15 months of 0% interest, saving you even more money. Like I always say, no annual fee on this one, no annual fee on the previous one. Now, most of these are going to not have an annual fee, but some of them you're going to see are, as you see the next one that's popping up. Now, this card, you can see already, it says best for new to credit and students. Therefore, if you're just starting out, you're young, this card is going to be right up your alley. Now, you can already see that it has the 25.99% variable interest. So that means that that thing is going to change depending on what is going on with the Federal Reserve and them raising interest rates or lowering them. This Chase Freedom Rise card, you're going to get 1.5% cash back on all purchases. Good for you guys that are new to credit or are starting to build up your credit, because most of those cards that I've seen that you're having to put a deposit down on, or it's like a secured card, they're not giving you cash back. Now, this one in particular, I'm not exactly sure if they're asking for a deposit on here, because right now it says if you have a total balance of at least $250 in a checking or saving account, it'll increase your chances of getting approved for this card. So they're not necessarily saying that it requires a deposit, which is really good for you guys, like I said, that's starting out or that's new or a student or anything of that nature. Also, I'm seeing that you can earn up to $10 quarterly on DoorDash and non-restaurant orders. You can also get complimentary 6 months of Dash Pass, and you can shop with Amazon points, and you also get $25 statement credit after you set up automatic payments for the first 3 months, in the first 3 months of account opening. That's pretty cool. These are all things that they're hiding in the offer details that most people don't really go look at, but I'm gonna look out for y'all. The next card we have is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. This one is going to come with a $95 annual fee. You can earn 60,000 bonus points whenever you spend $4,000 in purchases in the first 3 months of account opening. That is, like I always say, shouldn't be too difficult, especially if you're willing to pay this $95 annual fee. They say you earn 5 times points on travel purchase through them, and it excludes hotel purchases that qualify for the $50 annual Chase travel hotel credit. I guess that's something that you get. And you earn 3 times points on dining at restaurants, including eligible delivery services, takeout, and dining out. 2 times points on other travel purchases. This one seems like all right to me, but not really, to be honest with you, because the points, that could mean that we will have to see what their points transfer to, if they're, like normal and they're not like Amex's. But if you're getting points, that would mean that you can transfer them over to get some type of travel perks and things like that. So you would have to go and see if those travel perks are worth the type of points that you're transferring over. Then we have Chase Sapphire Reserve. You get 60,000 bonus points whenever you spend the 4K in the 3 months, just like the previous card. You get 5 times total points on flights, 10 times points on hotels, excluding the edit, and car rentals whenever you purchase travel through Chase, of course, after the first $300 is spent on travel purchases annually. And you can see that you do have to spend at least $300 to even do this. Now, this annual fee is hefty. It's $550 annually and $75 for each authorized user. You thought he was going to be slick, huh, and add an authorized user? Nah, they want, even if you have an authorized user, boom, $75. This one right here, if you're doing a lot of flying and traveling, I can see this one actually being a perk for you, because you can add the authorized user, someone else that you trust that's also traveling with you or that's doing their own separate travels, and this is really going to boost up those points. I mean, you're getting 10 times total points on hotels. Of course, you have to book it through them and the flights too. However, 5 times points, 10 times points, I mean, regardless of what they translate to, this one sounds like it's hitting a home run all the way. However, you do have to spend quite a bit to cover that $550. But again, if you're going on flights like this and hotels like this, that $550 you're probably spending on your hotel anyways. So that's not a problem for you. Slate Edge credit card. This one you can save on interest with low intro APR for 18 months. Now they were previously at saying that we could get 15 months. Now they're saying that you can get 18 months, which is a whole year and a half. So you're gonna get that extra 3 months with this one, plus a lower interest rate. It says lower your interest rate by 2% each year. You will automatically be considered for an APR reduction by 2% when you pay on time and spend at least $1,000 on your card by your next account anniversary. I might actually apply for this one now that I'm seeing this, because that sounds really nice. You can have the option to, or you can have the opportunity to have your interest rate APR lowered by 2% every year. Hey, I'm gonna take that. I might have to do this one. You get 0% APR for 18 months, of course, and then you also get the balance transfer option. We have now the Southwest Rapid Rewards Plus credit card. You get Companion Pass through the February 28th, 2026, which I don't know exactly what that all entails, but it sounds really nice. Plus you get 30,000 bonus points. So you get about half, what is that, half? Yeah. And you get half of the bonus points after you spend 4,000 in purchases in the first 3 months. And it says a limited time offer. Therefore, that Companion Pass must be something that's good. You get 3,000 anniversary points each year, plus earn 2 times points on Southwest purchases and 1 times points on all the purchases. You already know who this is for. This is for people that fly Southwest a lot and love Southwest, because you're also having an annual fee of $69 applied to your first billing statement. They're making sure that you know exactly what's going on. But you get the 3,000 anniversary points each year. If their points transfer the way that most of them transfer, hopefully they do, then this would be about $30. So that would slice this up a little bit for you. That shouldn't be a big issue. Then they also have other different ones. Now you can see the differences between these two. I don't really need to go into that because the annual fee is a lot higher. However, you do get a lot more. You get $7,500. So there you go. They're already telling you right there that you get the $75 annual Southwest travel credit and 7,500 anniversary points each year. So therefore that more than likely is 75 there as well. So 75 and 75 is that 150. If I'm looking at this all correct, that's exactly how I would think that it would be. Therefore, this one actually seems like the best way to go. However, you just got to be aware of that, and that you have that here. This one, same thing, just a little bit slightly different. You get the 3 times points on all purchases as well, and 1 times points on all others. This one, you don't get that. So just be aware of that. They're going to even that out for you, but you're not going to get the 1 times points on everything. Then we have United. You get 50,000 bonus points through them, and it says after qualifying purchases. So you'll have to look and see exactly what that is. They'll waive your first year annual fee, and then it's $95 after that. So they're giving you $95 essentially, right? And then you get the 2 times points, which is, they say miles, but it's points, because I used to think that they meant actual miles and that you were calculating miles. So when I had 800 miles, I thought I could fly 800 miles, but no, it's just points. They just use that lingo to hype themselves up and to make people like me, who used to think that, apply for it and think that it means actual miles. But it doesn't. You get 2 times points on purchases with them through dining and hotel stays, and you get a first free checked bag, priority boarding, and other great United travel benefits. Now, these next cards are going to be for people who fly United, because you can see the next one has a $250 annual fee. However, you can see that you get a $125 annual purchase credit. So that's going to chop that up in half already. And then you get 3 times the miles, 2 times miles on all other charges. Therefore, you can really get that annual fee really low. And then you'll get the 60,000 bonus miles and 500 premier qualifying points. Now, those must be something you take somewhere else, because I don't know exactly what they mean by that. However, if you apply for that card, you're going to get that, and enjoy them. Let us all know down below exactly what you're going to do with those. Then we have United Gateway and United Club Infinite card. You can see the differences between the 2 bonuses that you get. The first one is 20,000 The next one is $80,000. But to get that $80,000, you're gonna have to pay $525 every single year. This one up here, you will also get 0% APR for 12 months. So that's pretty cool right there. The other one's not giving you that, and the other ones that we've been looking at are also not giving you that as well, and you'll get no annual fee, and you can start off your adventure with 2 times points on United purchases at gas stations and on local transit. So if you use gas, this one is a good one for you if you want to use United, and you get that 0% interest. Plus, you get 25% back on United in-flight and club premium drink purchases. So 25% off everything. No foreign transaction fees, which the other ones didn't really mention if they do or not, but they might mention it if you go and look down below. United Club, man, that's a lot. That's a lot. And this right here, that ain't cutting it. Then we have Marriott. Marriott will give you 3 free night awards. You get 85,000 bonus points with the Marriott Bonvoy Bountiful credit card. Now these, like I said, if you're staying at Marriott a lot, this is going to be for you. I don't really need to go in here for the everyday person. And same thing with the IHG cards. If you're staying at IHD, it would make sense for you guys to go ahead and get these. Now the Disney Premier Visa card, you're going to get a 400 statement credit after you spend $1,000 on purchases in the first 3 months. Not hard at all. That's a little over $300 a month that you have to spend, and you get $400. You're going to get 5% in Disney rewards dollars on card purchases made directly at disneyplus.com, Hulu, ESPN Plus. Therefore, if you're using these things, this is for you, because then you're going to get the 5% back. Now you get 0% interest for 6 months on select Disney vacation packages. 6 months to pay your Disney travel expenses, 0% interest, sounds pretty good for me. However, if you can get a 0% interest for longer on a different card, then, I mean, hey, it's really like the same thing, right? And then you also have the annual fee of $49. Did I forget to mention that? I don't really know about that one. I mean, you could save this $400 for a few years, pay that. It's not really worth it to me. And same thing with these ones. It's pretty much the same thing. However, you get only $200 here. You only have to spend $500 in 3 months. No annual fee. So I like this one a lot better. And you still get the 6 months of vacation packages with 0% interest. You also get some rewards as well, 1% on most purchases. Again, if you're a World at Hyatt person, you're a Hyatt person, this card may be for you, and as well as all these other cards. Now, I don't need to necessarily go through exactly all of these ones, so I'm just gonna skip through those. If those stand out to you, those are the ones you need to go, but they're not gonna be for your every average day person. This Prime Visa card right here, this is one that I've showed you guys before, so you guys can go check out that video on the cards. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Go check out these videos, and I go through this Prime Visa card, how you can get the $100 gift card, and then this one as well if you wanna get that one, and get the $50 Amazon gift card through them. They have a DoorDash Rewards MasterCard. Of course, if you use DoorDash a lot, this card is going to be for you because you're gonna get 4% back on DoorDash orders and 3% cash back on dining orders. So if you eat out a lot, this card right here is definitely for you. And then you can get a free year of Dash Pass that will auto renew at $96. But you're gonna get a free year the first year, and there's no annual fee on this. And you're getting 4% cash back on your food now. The next one and the last one would be the Instacart MasterCard. You get $50 of Instacart credit automatically upon approval, which really isn't that much. And then everyday shopping, you're going to get 5% cash back on the qualifying Instacart purchases on up to $6,000 spent annually. So now you can get 5% back on your groceries. However, if you had just watched my last video on how you can get 5% back on everything, you know how we get in 5% back on groceries without this. And that's just a better setup in my opinion anyways. This little $50 statement credit ain't really doing much for you, especially if your APR is going to be like 28%. But you're probably paying it off anyways because it's just groceries at the end of the day, I would hope. But if you are doing those types of things and you're having to leave a balance, come to me so I can help you max out, not max out now, come on, but max out your potential and getting as close to 6 figures in credit as possible, because if you're leaving a balance, you're going to need that extra wiggle room to make sure that you can use those lines without them getting shortened or closed or anything like that, or negatively impacting your credit score. If you have 100,000 available and you're leaving a $30,000 balance, it's not going to affect you as much as if you only have 40,000 available and you're using 30,000 of your balance. They're probably going to want to close those or figure out what's going on with you. Now, that's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed this video or if it was some type of benefit to you, like and subscribe, leave a comment down below if you need help, or go ahead and DM me so you can figure out how I can help you. Now, some people are going to end up being free because I need to build up my name and build up my channel and things like that. So don't be afraid to reach out if you need some help or some type of credit advice. Of course, none of this is financial advice. It's just what I would do, but I would say that it would be in your best interest if you have no idea where to go. All right, we fiending for that credit, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.